Hi everybody, welcome back. I just barely made a video that was about 30 minutes long and I made these thistle flowers, but I'm still gonna paint some more, and so I thought that I would just make this other video and decide later if I'll upload it or not. But I'm gonna continue painting, and for those of you that want to just watch and hang out with me some more, you can. And if this isn't really your thing, that's okay too. I just thought that I would do some little uploads of little things that I'm kind of just fiddling with. I'm not the greatest watercolor artist ever. I just am new to it. I'm learning. And so all I'm doing is showing you what I know, I guess, and letting you watch me, and maybe you'll find some kind of value in that. And so now I made some thistles. I'm going to make roses next. And I really like this color that I'm using. However, I think I'm going to add a little bit of something in there. Give it a little razzle dazzle. And I think that little razzle dazzle might be some, like a fuchsia, this pink color. Oh, you can't see that one. I'm going to put a little bit of that in my paint and see. Oh yeah, that warmed it up quite a bit. Made it like a violet. Oh, Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. In that movie. Why do I quote so many movies? I've always been that way, but I quote movies and music a lot, and mostly Disney movies though. That one though was not a Disney movie, was it? I don't think it was. No. Willy Wonka, I don't think, is owned by Disney. Anastasia, however, used to not be Disney, and Disney bought the rights to the movie Anastasia, and so I'm hoping that they'll make a live action one, and that would be cool. I would absolutely love a live action Anastasia. After the live action Beauty and the Beast, I am game for anything they have to throw at me. I liked the live action Aladdin. Didn't love it, but I liked it. And I like that they didn't completely kill the memory of Robin Williams by trying to be him. They created a newish genie. They let Will Smith just be himself instead of trying to be Robin Williams. And I kind of appreciated that about that movie. I loved Robin Williams. That one was really hard. When the world lost Robin Williams, that was kind of hard for me. I was really upset about it, and so that was cool. Disney. That's all I'm saying about that. Let's see. So with these flowers, I'm basically just making a spiral. A messy, weird spiral, and as I get further out, I'm just applying more pressure to my brush and less paint. So if I go back for more, I'm adding, when I go back into my palette, I'm adding water to my pigment so that it's less pigmented and it's more watery, if that makes sense, and so it makes it look good. And then if I don't have enough of the pigmented watercolor in the middle, I'll just go back in and touch it in here and let it bloom around into the wet surface that I had created, like so. Now it's going around the edges though, and if you don't like that, get a clean, dry brush, dry your brush and clean it, and just scoop up the extra. That's all you gotta do. Now I'm gonna add some more of this through here, and that's good. Okay, so I got 2 little roses there, and then I want to do I want to make more roses? Yeah, I'm gonna go after the stems now. I have this green color that's already mixed up from doing the thistle above, and I'm just gonna use it. So rose stems. Oh man, I wanted to connect them. we'll pretend like that never happened. Pretty. What I'm doing to do the leaves is I put the tip down like that. I apply a little pressure and then I just pull it to a point. That's the only way I really know how to describe what I'm doing here. Okay, that's cute. Maybe I want to change up this color again. So it's really purpley right now. What could we do? What could we do? What do I want to do? Maybe I'll put even more pink and see where it takes me. It's like a fuchsia type pink that I'm doing. Oh yeah, that's really pretty color. It's like a maroon. Ooh, yeah, I like it. Okay, add a little more water and back to making roses. I bet these ones are gonna be so pretty. Oh, they are. I love that color. There we go. And some there. And then release some pigment into the center. Okay, that looks cute. And I mean, these are so easy. Just make a messy spiral, leave empty space, and don't be worried about it being perfect, because the less perfect that it is, the better it looks, really. And when I go back, I'm grabbing less color, less pigment, and more water, just to make the edges lighter. Now I'm going to release some more pigment into the center of the rose. Those are pretty, yeah. All right. Maybe I'll, yeah, okay, I like that. That looks good. Maybe I'll change up my green a little bit too. Why not? I'm going to add some more brown just to make it like a warmer, like a mossier, greeny color. Oop, and oop. And maybe I'll come up here and add one more just to give it a little balance. Maybe another one over here. Pretty. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that color. I'm going to do it again because it's so beautiful. I know it's kind of redundant to make a bunch of the same thing over and over and over, and that's probably like, you probably have left a long time ago. But if you've stuck around, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's really nice to have some company. I've noticed that since I've quit working and I've become a stay-at-home mom, I've been really lonely, to be honest with you. I've felt very lonely, which is kind of why I started doing my YouTube channel more and putting more focus into that, just because it makes me feel less alone and more like there's other people out there in the world, and gives me somebody to talk to and tell people that don't know me and never have heard my stories a million times. Get to tell them my stories and things like that. And so it's just nice. And that's one thing I've been really enjoying. So thank you if you've been hanging out this long. I appreciate it. Go around one more time. See what happened there? I went around one more time and I didn't have enough water on my brush. And there we go. That looks good. Now maybe even I could come back in with like some more of this that I had and just put that in the middle, and it'll just do a little something. Give it a little razzle dazzle, a little, yeah, razzle dazzle. I like having a lot of these too, so I can use them for just whatever. Not enough water. There we go. That's better. And it's not perfect, and I'm going to just let it be. And maybe I'll just put one over here and one over here. Do we like that? Are we happy? Maybe we want one more down here? Yeah, we wanted this other guy down here. Oh, pretty. That was a good one. I think I want just a teeny tiny little dude. That looks nice. Okay. So the dinner tonight was really fun, and I really enjoyed it, but it's funny, don't laugh at me, but the owner started talking and I got really emotional. I started crying again, because every time he talks and gives speeches about like the people that work here and blah, I always get really emotional because I miss my job so much. And so I'm like sitting there trying not to cry. He's like trying not to look at me, I'm sure, because I'm like sitting there trying not to cry every time. So he's like, don't look at Lexi, don't look at Lexi. I don't blame him. Would probably be freaked out by me too. I'd be like, oh, she's a freak. Maybe I'll do 3 roses here. Let's get crazy. Now these messy little flower spiral things that I'm making, I don't know if you've noticed, but when I do my spiral, I make one side of the spiral much bigger than the other side. That is creating the illusion that the flower is facing that way or whichever way. And so that is the why behind why I don't go around in like a perfect circle. Because I like making it look like imperfect and like, yeah, okie dokie. That's pretty. And maybe I'll do a 3rd one this time. And maybe I will even change up the shade of the color I've created and do something in between that and that. Wait, could you see what I just said? Between this and this. And make it right here. Yeah, okay, that looks pretty good. Ah, too much water. Cute. you guys have any good book recommendations? What have you been listening to and liking lately? I'm getting close to the end of the book I've been reading, and I'm ready for a new one. If you have any good recommendations, I would like to hear it in the comments below, please. I do appreciate hearing from everybody and getting your feedback and knowing that you're here with me, so that's nice. Thank you. I know I'm not really giving a tutorial in this video, but hey, hang out with me while I craft for a bit. How's that sound? You do your thing and I'll do my thing and we'll just hang out. I've definitely turned on YouTube videos in the past just to listen to the ramblings of whatever the people were talking about on there, just to keep me company in the craft room. And so if you're doing that with me, thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you want to hang out. Oh, yeah, that one's pretty. That one went wild. And there's a cute one. And I think I might put one here, because I somehow got green on the canvas right there anyway. That looks good, but it's not balanced. I feel like it's not balanced. So let's put a little more over on this side and see. Does that feel balanced? It kind of looks like it's just growing out of nothing. Maybe I'll give it another one. Okay, I like that. It's pretty. So where are we at as far as time goes? 16 minutes in? All right, I'll show you another flower that I really like to paint. It's like super easy, and I don't even know what kind of flower it is, but it is. I'll just show it to you before I start painting. It is this one right here. This one. It's so pretty, and it's like so easy. Pretty much anybody can do it if I can do it, I promise. And I think I'll make some of those cutie patooties. And maybe I'll switch up the color of my flowers, because we've got these really violet ones, and then we've got these more maroon ones. So maybe I'll work with like a whole, lost my mic. Let's work with a whole different color. Like, should we do an orange? Yeah, why not? I'm going to spray my palette because some of my colors have dried, so I'm just going to use my squirt bottle and spray them. That one. I like this one. It's a really bright. Oh, yeah, that color's pretty. I don't think I've really used this one before, because I'm not into orange and red and stuff. I don't really like those colors, but I think this is going to make a really pretty color flower. And I might, ooh, that's so pretty. How can I might just grab some white. Oh, it looks like a creamsicle. Yum. Yeah, there we go. That's a really pretty color. Holy smokes, I really like that. Weird. Okay. Now this one is so easy. Let me get you in here. Let me get you up close and personal so you can really see. Sorry, my lighting isn't the greatest. Here. Let's see. Can I? Oh, that's bad. Better. Okay. This is fine. This will work. If my lamp will stay on my table. Sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulty. Bear with me for just a second while I struggle with my lamp. Oh, jeez. There we go. Now that bad boy will stay put. And you shall focus. All right, I know my lighting isn't the greatest for this video, painting colors and things like that, but I just wanted to show you how I do this. So these little baby leaves are basically just lines, okay? Just lines in like a triangular shape. I leave space between them, and I'm putting about 4 or 5 leaves and making them, like these ones are smaller in the front. It just gives it the illusion that it's opening in like a different direction. And fixing my lighting so that you're not seeing the shine from the, now doing the same thing, making some little leafies using just lines really. There we go, a little cutie. And just keeping going with it. Now if they touch, it's fine. Don't freak out about it, just let it be. Four lines. We're just making little things like that. And maybe I'll put another one here. I got a little bit too much water in my brush, so let me grab up some of that paint. Cute. All right. So now that I've got those little guys down like that, the next step is to add the green. What am I trying to say? The stems. I'll fill in the empty space in a minute, but I'm gonna just give it these little delicate stems holding these pretty little flowers, and not paying too much mind to it. And then it's got these kind of the same leaves as the roses, really, I mean. And then we're gonna just make them little, because this is a little delicate thing and we don't need big ones here. I could even have a smaller brush. That would make things a little easier for me here, but that's okay. Make do with what I have. All right. Put this leaf kind of in front of the stems. Add it a little darker, no biggie. And there we go. Now I want to give it a little balance. So maybe up here, I'm going to put a couple of leaves. And honestly, it's still not balanced in my opinion. And so I'm going to put one right there. Like that. One more, I think, right here, right through here. That looks pretty good. One up here, 2 up there, over here. I like having a lot of leaves. If you don't like them as much, just don't put them. And if you want more, put more. And if you want less, put less, because it's your painting. You get to do what you want, what makes your heart happy. Now, I'm just grabbing some brown out of my palette, and my brown is really, it's not a very dark brown, it's kind of light, and I want a pretty dark shade color here, so I'm going to grab some black, go in with some black and darken it. Oh, maybe not that much. Not enough. Ugh, now it's gray. Oh no, we don't like that. That turned into a freaking disaster. Whoops. There we go, that's better. So it's just like a dark brown color. Yeah, the lighting on my video is just fantastic, isn't it? And I'm just going to put little dots, little tiny dots right in the middle. And just a few, leaving some more, still leaving blank space. And little baby dots. And not worrying if I put too many or too little. Okay, that looks pretty cute. And the next thing I'm gonna do, and last thing, is grab my orange color that's in the palette and super pigmented. And I'm going to, sorry, just a second, a little more water. And I'm just gonna put a little bit towards the middle of a darker shade. It's that same color, but more pigment and less water. And I'm going to just tap it in like that to, okay, hang on, I need more pigment. Tap it in. Oh, I hate my brush. It's so weird. Okay. Tapping it in, just making it, give it a little depth. Give it some shading, shadows, but without doing too much work. I'm telling you guys, if I can do this, you can do this. So if you've got the stuff to try it, try it. And if you don't have the stuff to try it, you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of stuff, okay? I'm not suggesting that, but they're just fun little tiny flowers. I think I'm gonna make some more with you because it's fun hanging out with you guys. So again, we just little leaves and little leaves. So pretty and delicate. And these ones are teeny tiny. I like them. I like making all shapes and sizes of flowers for my journals. I really like flowers, nature-y type things in my junk journal. So that's kind of stick to what I know. Now that one's a little wonky. And guess what? I love it. It's my dude. I'm not very talkative during this video. I'm sorry. It's mostly because I feel like I have to concentrate. Got to stick my tongue out, you know, make sure I get it right there where I want it. And maybe we'll put one over here, like out over here. And one up here. 4 or 5, 3 petals, whatever, 3 to 5. Maybe one more. Maybe I want one. I think I want to add it up here, and I'm just going to make it a 3 petal. Be a little 3 petaler. Maybe I'll make it a 4 petaler. Yeah, okay, that looks pretty. Now my green. And I like to bring it to a nice fine point. This has got a little flat side, so I just roll it through the paint again so that it's nice. And I barely touch the paper to get these little tiny fine lines. Sorry, just a second, my hand hurts. All right, that looks really pretty. We'll give this stem a little more oomph because it's kind of supporting all these other ones. And draw my leaves. Put one right here in the middle of everything, because YOLO. Put little guy here, little guy there. Maybe we could put a couple over here. Grab another one right there. And maybe just one more. Pretty. Okay, that's looking nice. That looks good. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with my brown. My dark brown. Nice, nice point. I need a new brush. This one's kind of And making the littlest dots in the center. As few or as many you think looks good. And now, again, with this really pretty orange color, make it nice and pigmented. Just adding in a little bit of that darker color towards the center of the flower. I'm not really going for any shape in particular. I'm kind of just putting it down. The more time I spend on something, I find the less that I like the end product. And so I kind of just bounce through it and just get it done. And then, all right, nobody asked for your opinion, okay? Yeah, okay. So that's working. Okay, so this little guy right here is not my favorite dude. I'm going to make him a little more leafy. And might just put one more. No, not enough water. When it does that, it means you're not wet enough. You need more water on your brush. Eek. Do as I say, not as I do, okay? That looks good enough for me. I'm going to stop there because if I keep going. But yeah, those little flowers are pretty easy. So together we did some of these roses and these little flowers in this video. If you liked hanging out with me, go ahead and give this video a like at the bottom, and you can turn on notifications. Below there's a bell. You can subscribe to my channel, and every time that a new video comes out, you can get notified of that, and so you can come hang out with me again. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and I hope you have a great day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. Yeah, okay, bye.